So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again a little bit later than normally scheduled. Big up to Henry for letting me nudge it back a few times. I have been on a mad mission today. I've been to 4 supermarkets today, and I still ain't got everything I need. And it's been mad. I had to buy a turkey instead of a chicken because they don't sell whole chickens in supermarkets here for some reason. So I've ended up with a big bird, and it's a turkey. But I can already see the smile, the smirk. You've got the Antonio.
Antonio! Listen, we have arrived. Look at this flag. I don't know if you can see it all, but man, I'm fucking buzzing. Sorry for swearing immediately. I know you don't like me, but I'm absolutely buzzing. Do you know why I'm buzzing so much? People say, "Oh, the League Cup, you beat West Ham." We finally have actually done West Ham in our own ground. We drew 3-3 with these clowns last year, and then we lost to the first game in our stadium. We lost, but Antonio Conte, mate, the guy he's different. Like, he's making Winks and Dyer look like good players, improving everyone throughout the entire 20-man squad or 25-man squad. But listen, we're back. Smash the likes up, people, and yeah, prepare yourself for a good episode,
Mate, what an intro. I listen, big up to everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, look at the Barnet. Big up to my boy, man. Yeah, my boy who sorted me out a fresh trim, beard shape up. We're looking good. Eyebrows did. I know you lot take the mick out of me for getting my eyebrows threaded. Listen, I'm 40 next year. I'm looking fly. I'm looking fresh. So don't take the mick, yeah? If you look this good at 40, come back to me. Yeah, come back to me. But we're going to start with Tottenham. Obviously, that was the most relevant game because it was the most recent game. And then we'll go back to the Arsenal game and the cup draw, and we'll come to that in a minute. But I'm not going to sit and pretend I watched the game. I didn't. I see the goals. I see a bit of the play, and I see you go 1-0 up, and then I watched it for a little bit. Then I see him equalise, and then I see you go straight down the other end and score immediately, pretty much. And then I didn't see the rest of the game until maybe 4 minutes from the end, plus all the stoppage time. There was a West Ham fan in the bar I was in. Funny enough, big up to that guy. He used to be a sports journalist, and he worked with Arsenal. West Ham fan. He worked under, he didn't work for Arsenal, but he worked in liaison with Arsenal at times.
alongside.
Under Wenger for the first 2 years of Wenger, Bruce Rioch before that, and the last couple of seasons of George Graham. So he had some good stories to tell me, man. It was sick. A really nice old boy. And I said to him, how did you get on? Like, I said, obviously you've lost. How was it? He went, another night we could have done them. He goes, but on another night they could have done us 3 or 4. He goes, it was a bit 50-50, a little bit sloppy play. We missed a couple of key players. He goes, and I'm a little bit gutted. He goes, hopefully you lot batter him in the next round. Yeah, and I was like, hopefully we get him in the next round, because I'd rather have him in the semi than have him in the final. Because if you lot beat us in the final, even though I don't see you as rivals, yeah, right, you lot will never shut up if you beat us in the final. I swear. Yeah, and listen, you've got Antonio, and that first and second leg of the semi, they lose Mendy, Chelsea, to the AFCON.
Yeah, but Kepa was on fire last night, albeit against Brentford.
Yeah,
he did. I watched the highlights. He had a few good saves. I know we talk about Ramsdale on this channel a lot, but enough of Ramsdale. Let's talk about Hugo Lloris, because this guy was absolutely ridiculous last night. The first 10 minutes, they could have been 3-0 up. He was tapping it over the bar like they do on FIFA, making like last-ditch saves. The guy was on smoke. I was like, right, okay, this is the World Cup winning captain I know. Bearing in mind, the guy's nearly 35. You know, like fine wine. The guy was absolutely ridiculous. You know, and I was just like, okay, right, this is what I want to see. And it'd be so nice to see him win a trophy before he leaves Spurs, because this could be his last year. We haven't renewed his contract yet. He might be going in the summer. So just to leave on with a trophy would be like a nice feeling. I know someone said 35 is nothing for a goalkeeper, but it's true. They can play on to their 37, 38, but he's still performing at a very high level. Like, all disrespect, no disrespect to Ramsdale, he's having a fantastic season. I just feel like last night was like, all right, okay, you've still got it. The cat's still there. But gang, talking about West Ham, obviously their back four, no Soufal, no Zuma, no Ogbonna, no Cresswell, obviously weakens them, and Fabianski didn't play. So they go in very weak West Ham team with Declan Rice is just different class. The man is different gravy. Every time he gets the ball, he knows the right pass to make. And when he's defending, he knows how to use his pace. He's not the fastest player at all, but he knows how to use his pace, if that makes sense. When to jockey, when to sprint. But listen, we're through. I predicted a 2-1 win. And we move. We get Chelsea in the next round, who I actually wanted to face. I wanted you to get Liverpool because going to Anfield, I think you always struggle. But then again, like you said off stream, your record isn't too bad against Liverpool. But the big thing for them is no Salah, no Mane. Well, depending if Egypt and Senegal get knocked out early. So if they do, it's game on. But if they don't have either of them, they've still got Jota, they've still got Firmino. But either way, whoever wins this trophy, it's going to be a hard-fought win, and I look forward to it. But with Conte, mate, listen, I'm going to say it now. Clip me up if someone wants to clip me up. I probably will. I think we're going to win it. As deluded as I am, I think we will win Conte.
Somebody clip this.
Honestly, I think we will. I think it will be a Tottenham-Liverpool final, and I think we'll finally get revenge from the 2018 Champions League final.
Wow, there you go. You've heard it from Henry Wright TV. Make sure you subscribe for more of this enlightenment.
Link is in the title as well.
It is in the title. Go and subscribe to him right now. How many subs do you on right now?
3674, 26 or 3.7.
Come on, people. Subscribe to his channel, man. Support the thing. But I think you will beat them. I can't lie. I think you'll beat Chelsea. And the reason I think you'll beat Chelsea is because even forget the goalkeeper going to the AFCON. I think that's the actual only player that they have got going. Because I don't think Ziyech, I don't think they're there. I'm not sure Morocco made it.
Even if Ziyech goes, they've still got other players.
Like, a massive miss, is it?
Absolutely ridiculous. That their squad is crazy. But it all depends. If Kante plays, then it's going to be really tough. It's all down to, can we go to the bridge and get a result? We've won there once in something like 27 years. I mean, if we can go to the bridge, if any manager could do it, it would be Conte. He hates Abramovich and what Chelsea did to him. So that's why I was like, just give us them. Let's go and do them over. And the last time we won the League Cup, Arsenal and Chelsea were still in the last four. We beat Arsenal 5-1. Remember that game very well. And then we beat Chelsea in the final. So we might do it the other way around. But listen, no matter, we'll probably go and get slapped by Chelsea now. We'll probably get knocked out.
By Liverpool, it'll be Chelsea Liverpool. Conte will save his job. Klopp don't really care about this competition though. That's why I think we have a chance against them, because I looked at their team last night and I was like,
they got 10 players out because of COVID though, haven't they? Their game.
They have, Van Dijk's not played the last 3 or 4 games, I think. And then, but the thing is, if you actually look at the players they've got going to the AFCON, Matip's another one. People are not mentioning Matip. They're just going with Salah and Mane. Matip's a good defender, a very good defender, and he's going. So, yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, like, our record at Anfield's not great. In fact, it's crap, right, in terms of the league, right? But I think we went there and it was a high scoring. The chat I remember. I genuinely can't remember.
You won in you knocked them out on penalties, didn't you?
Penalties, yeah. And I think it was Joe Willock scored an absolute banner in that game.
Yeah, Tony Oxlade Chamberlain. They both scored worldies, and I think was it Nketiah scored a couple as well.
I can't remember. I know it was like a 5-4 or no, it was a 5-5. There we go, 5-5. It was a 5-5. Yeah, 2 seasons ago that was. And this is the thing, like they always put out a weakened team in this competition, but they somehow seem to shithouse their way through to the latter stages. And last night, I see they were 3-1 down, and I was like, oh, I'll take a bit of Leicester in the next round. No disrespect to them, but I'll take Leicester. Yeah, and I was like, yes, sweet. And then I've come back out, and like I said, I was talking to the West Ham fan when your game finished. Yeah, we lost on penalties that night. We didn't win. We lost on penalties.
Did you?
They beat us 4-3. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they did. They beat us 4-3. Sorry, 5-4. Thank you to the chat. See, I couldn't remember. But the funny thing is, I was talking to this West Ham fan, and I said, I see Liverpool 3-2 now. He goes, yeah, they've added a stupid amount of added time on. He goes, you just know they're jamming and they're going to get a goal. And then I went back inside the bar, and they had the Liverpool game on inside. They had the Madrid derby on as well, right? And I was like watching between the two, and I was like, they're so fluky, Liverpool, man.
Did you see that Benzema goal just quickly in that Madrid game? Did you see the Benzema goal? You know they've got 8K picture quality in La Liga.
Yeah.
They're using 8K cameras. We're still stuck on 4K.
My brother, this country, as much as it's a third world country at times, yeah. Like I went to the restaurant at the bottom of my road earlier, and the geezer asked me for a passport to get in. I said, "Are you mad, bruv?" I said, "I ain't even got a mask on my face." Shut up. I said, "I come in here every week," and he was like, "I feel bad." I said, "No, I'm coming in, mate." And he was like, "Okay." And he gave me a mask, and he said, "Just in case policia come." I was like, "Shut up, man!" Like, what's the matter with these people? Yeah, I need a passport to get on a plane, mate, not to go to a bar. Like, it's all about. But yeah, I was like, then it went to penalties. And I was like, and Minamino was the hero that got him to penalties. And I was speaking to this fella and I said, Minamino's going to miss. I said, he's blazing it straight over the bar. Yeah, and he shanked the bar, didn't he? Yeah, and I was like, go on, Leicester. And then they just find a way, Liverpool. And listen, you got to rate it because whenever they're up against it, it doesn't matter what competition it is, they normally find a way. Like Champions League 3-0 down. Yeah. And they come back and win it on pens.
They've got like that mentality to just grind the result out, and
yeah.
They need to have that as well, sort of similar mentality.
And the thing is, people say it's luck, yeah, and they are jammy, they are lucky, yeah, but you make your own luck. And the reason you make your own luck is because you don't give up. Like they could have easily rolled over at 3-1 and said, "Oh, that's the end of that." Instead, nah, mate. And that comes from the manager, yeah. And their manager, as much as I think he's a moany twat at times, he is quality, man. He is a top manager. And they didn't have their best players playing last night. They lost a lot of players to COVID and to injuries as well. But I just feel that we'll beat them. I do. I think like if they come down with that team that they played last night, Arteta's going to go strong. I'd hope to think he's going strong because we ain't in Europe.
Thing is, in January, you've got to play Tottenham away and Liverpool twice. We've got Chelsea at home and away and Arsenal at home. So January is massive for both clubs. Absolutely massive. You know, we could both be facing each other in a final. Honestly, the video, the preview on whoever's channel it will be, is going to be absolutely mad.
It'll be sick.
Because I was looking at tickets to do Chelsea away, and because there's such a small amount of time to the game, they want like £7-8 50 booking fee. Just
really?
Yeah, because normally they advertise the away tickets about.
Yeah, but it's an e-ticket though, right?
Yeah, but
so how are they putting a booking fee on an e-ticket?
No, they're delivering them to your house apparently.
Well, it don't cost £8, mate.
Well,
unless they're coming like via pigeon post, like golden delivery, like here you go. The Queen sent them directly.
No, like,
she's going to go, "Hello, I invite you, Sir Henry Wright. Here's your ticket for the game." Like, what's that all about?
It's because apparently it's not a quick turnaround. Toby was telling me like the booking fee's crazy. But yeah.
Joke. But this is what these clubs are doing, mate. Yeah, they're taking the piss. I can't lie. That's a rip-off.
It's another way just to make money, really. But
yeah, of course.
Yeah, going back to our game just briefly, I thought when I saw the lineup, I was not very confident at all. Albeit West Ham missing their back four, no Son. Him starting on the bench was, I thought Conte better have a rabbit out of the hat in a minute and like pull something out of the bag. And then he did. He played Steven Bergwijn, and that guy couldn't hit a barn door 3 or 4 weeks ago in the last 18 months. And what does he do? He gets a goal and an assist. And I was like, right, okay. And I was absolutely slating this guy in the stand. I was like, he's lazy because the first 10, 15 minutes, he wasn't doing nothing. His touches were awful. He was giving the ball away. And then all of a sudden, he had a bit of like dancing through, a bit of magic, does a 1-2 with Højbjerg, slaps it in. The second goal comes from him. And I was going, always rated Bergwijn, always rated him. Never disliked him at all.
I think that was like his third goal in 60 games?
Yeah.
Mad. Yeah, absolutely mad.
His return's not good at all. I mean, when we bought him from PSV, we were looking at a very good prospect coming up through Netherlands, doing really well with the international team. We were always saying, "Oh, do you know what? He might be the next thing." Ajax are heavily linked to him in the summer, but players like Bergwijn, Dele Alli, and Harry Winks, Conte clearly sees something in him that the likes of Jose Mourinho, Nuno didn't see, because he's individually improving every single player in this squad. And that's what you get with elite coaches. Simeone used to spend hours of Saul and Koke individually proving them. Pep spent hour after hour with Sterling. It's in how he has the time to do this, and his coaches are individually going, right, do this, sharpen up. Because there was a stat on Sky Sports yesterday, or BT Sport, I don't know what the game was being held on over here, and it was they showed a stat from Nuno, and we were the 19th most covered kilometers in the first 10 games. Right, we were in 19th place in the Premier League. We're now first. we're covering more distance per game per player than any team in the country. So it's like all of a sudden the work rate's gone up, the output's gone up. Kane scored against Liverpool the other day, and we went in against that Liverpool game, and I was like, do you know what? We're going to win. I haven't felt the club has not felt this amount of positivity around it since that 2018 Champions League campaign we beat Ajax, because there was no.
It must be a nice feeling to have a good manager at your football club, isn't it? Like an elite manager, like, and to see stats like you've just read out there, like and just said there, that's mad. Because that goes to show that he's, and I see that, like, after the game against Liverpool, I see him grabbing hold of Eric Dyer and like, come on, like the passion on the guy.
He loves it.
And then he's come out and said he's one of the best centre backs in the world or so. And like
somebody asked me the other pass last night. What's he doing there, mate?
Oh, mate. And then he got spun by Jared Bowen. He sat him on his backside after he'd. But this is the thing, right? He don't believe that, Conte. But he's getting in his head to say, listen, you're invincible, mate. And Jose has that mentality. It's like he makes them players run through brick walls because he puts them on such a pedestal and he gives them so much confidence. The problem is Eric Dyer last night probably took it to the wrong way. Like, oh, look at me, I'm amazing. And then went back into his shell and beat a prick again. Yeah. Whereas most players, like maybe it was just a blip, I don't know. But most players would take it on board and go, rah, and they get better and better. Like we see it in Milan, the players were crying when Jose left there, man. Like they couldn't believe it because they loved him like a dad. Yeah, and that's what, like, and eventually that comes to an end. There's only so long you can keep screaming and shouting and being a passion merchant, right? You have to still do it on the field as well. Yeah, but Conte's still there, man. Trust me, that guy, I'm so jealous of your manager. I can't lie. I can't lie. It's mad.
Do you think we'll win a trophy under Conte? Because you look at his CV and he's won. I think he's won a league title at 5 of the 7 clubs he's managed. I'm not saying we're going to win a league title before anyone jumps on my back.
5 of the last 7 seasons, he's won a trophy or title.
That's what I'm saying. Like that mentality and to grind out results. You know, if that was under Pochettino potentially or Mourinho, we would have bottled that and would have lost. You know, now we just need to add a few more players around him. I've heard we link with Adama Traore, which I think is, why are we signing this guy? He's just a pace merchant. And I think we link with another couple of strikers. But if we can add a few more players around it, maybe a creativity sort of player, get Eriksen back. The guy's available on a free. Bring him to the club. He knows the club better than pretty much anyone in that 11 besides the players that were there before, and see what happens. But, you know, only January will tell. I see Arsenal have been linked with a few players as well in January, and they're looking at bolstering their squad. But listen, it will be what it will be.
Mate, do you know what's funny? I've just brought up the AFCON fixtures, yeah? Right? So the day that we play Liverpool in the second leg, it's still not confirmed it's going to be on that day, January the 11th. It's to be confirmed. Same as January the 4th to be confirmed. Yeah, so they might switch it to the next day, obviously, yeah? Right? Or bring it a day forward, depending. But if it stays on January the 11th, Egypt actually play that day in an AFCON game.
Apparently, Klopp said that they were saying about they're not going. Like Liverpool can actually prevent, because they're the star players. They can go, you're not going, and it wouldn't genuinely surprise me if Klopp did that, because you're not being paid by your country. It's like, imagine if Norway got through, they'd be like, Dortmund would be like, yeah, Haaland ain't going, because he's so vital to that team. In everything they do, and Salah is a game changer. That man, if Salah and Mane don't play, your favourites, clear favourites.
But this is the thing. Even when they've been fit and available, they ain't played him. He don't really play him in this competition. Like when we got the 5-5 against them, they didn't play. I don't think they played anyway. I think it was Origi. He scored a mad goal. He spun Rob Holding like a motherfucker that day. So.
That is it. Divock Origi, mate. When it comes to them big
games,
got
clutch moments in him, man. He's an underrated centre forward, but he's never a starter at hardly any club in the Premier League. Because he ain't that great. Yeah, like especially top 6 teams. Yeah, he ain't starting, but he's a great player to have off the bench because the guy always comes up clutch, like constantly.
He scored in the Champions League against us. Got 2 in the semi-final against Barca. He's just like Klopp just says, go and be Divock, but the thing that leads me to persuade that Liverpool could get the edge is you don't have a leader. I've watched your last 3 or 4 games, believe it or not, and I've got all the predictions right. I said you beat West Ham, didn't I? I said you slapped Leeds. You did. I think you're beating Norwich 4 or 5-0 comfortably. But I look at your team and I look at Liverpool. They got Van Dijk, who is the anchor at the back and who organised that back four. And if they, the likes of Trent and Robbo are on it, they can beat any team in the world on their day. But I look at your team. Youth's coming through. Martinelli's on fire. Well, I say youth, but there's like 3 players. But Martinelli's on fire, and I just think,
mate, listen, Project Youth has banged, mate. Don't worry about 3 players, bro. We've got Charlie Patino.
Yeah. I mean, like you've got a lot of.
You know what I mean? We've got about 50 kids in the academy nobody's ever heard of, bro. That they're all gonna bang, mate. Are you gonna bang though? Like,
it's like you've got a good vibe. Like besides that little slip up against Everton. You look confident, but I just feel like I've got a feeling Ben White's going to cost you,
mate. I'm telling. I've been saying people for a long time, right? And a lot of people do agree, and a lot of people disagree. It's all a matter of opinion and what you like in a centre back. Yeah, I like my centre backs to actually defend rather than run out the back with the ball and look comfy on the ball. Right? That should be a supplement to you actually being a good defender, and then you carry the ball out. And Rio had it. Yeah, Rio was one of the best centre-backs I've ever seen. Yeah, he was just so cool, calm, collected, but he could actually defend. And if the game wasn't a cool, calm, collected game where he could come out the back, it'd just rough you up. Yeah, and he'd get involved and he'd get angry with you and he'd beat you up because that's how good he was, right? When I look at this Benjamin, when I watch him, what's he 2-foot in their player the other day for, man? We're comfortably winning the game and he just goes, it was like when Granit Xhaka did that tackle on Son against you lot, where he just came flying in and just wiped it. I was like, and then the funniest thing about that was him and Ramsdale gave each other a high five, like, well done, bro, you got a good tackle. And then they were shocked when no, mate, you wiped him out. And that was against Leeds. Yeah, and it's like, in that game against Sunderland, I thought he was awful, man. Like, honestly, like people said to him, like in my fan goal, you got an agenda against. I ain't got no agenda against him, mate. I can see a good defender. I must have seen some of the greatest centre backs of all time in my lifetime. Yeah, he ain't anywhere near half of these fucking people's fucking like ability. Yeah, like he can't defend. He's very rash. Like, and if you look at Sunderland's goal the other night, it was shocking in midfield from the lads in midfield. But then Rob Holding and Ben White. Ben White was more ball watching and watching Holding. He weren't watching the geezer running off him, yeah? And I'm like, if you're an elite or a decent defender, you don't need to watch the ball. You watch your man, you know where your man is, and you're still touch tight to the geezer, yeah? Because Rob Holding's dealing with that. Yeah, Rob Holding's dealing with another runner and he's dealing with the ball coming, yeah? So he can maybe close off the passing lane, but you follow your man. You do not let him get in and behind you.
That's just basic defending, though, isn't it? Like, that's what you're taught. It's like when all these defenders let crosses to go in. I played left back a few times, and they teach you to push the ball out wide and then potentially put it out and then get a corner. They get spun so easily. I mean, O's the right. We've got Emerson Royale gets spun like a Beyblade every single week. Like, we've just signed a right back, and we're now looking at buying another right back. It's like we've spent 25 million on this.
Victor Moses in. Conte likes him.
No, do you know what I think we'll do? Real talk. I think we'll buy Adama Traore and play him right wing back.
You think?
I just don't have a feeling. Pace. Conte loves pacey.
Yeah.
Some pacey players, but then he loves these elderly players like Ashley Young, Moses. You know,
he always gets a tune out of them.
But January, like I said it before, it's massive for the foreseeable future of the football club. Because if we don't back Conte, it's curtains. He will walk, and you can see that
he's only on 18-month contract, isn't he? Which I thought was weird.
Yeah, the club have done that on purpose though, because you got to look at it. If it goes tits up, the payout, because he's like the second or third highest paid manager behind, I think it's Klopp and Guardiola. The payout, if it was to let him go with 2 or 3 years, would be extortionate. If he does really well, wins us a trophy, gets us back in Europe, we can go, right, bigger contract. If he doesn't do well, which I think he will do well. If he doesn't do well, they can go, right, see you later, toodles. But now, the next 6 to 8 weeks is massive. We get through to a final, Conte's got to go, right, this is the transfer budget I want, go and get these players. If it all goes tits up, Conte can still go, we need players because you're supplying me with this shit. It's like we've got an elite level. It's like, what was the statement someone made the other day? You got a £5 million house, but you've got Poundland furniture in it.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing we've got. elite level coach, nothing inside. But people, while we're just here, make sure you do smash the like on the video. I'm not sure how many likes you on at the moment.
Let's have a look. We are currently on 130. We've got 370 watching, which is kind of cool considering Turkish and the Big Six show was just streaming as well. I think that's just finished now. So big up to them. Big up to all the lads on there, man. I love that show. They're so funny, man. Literally, they just batter each other every week. It's hilarious. But big up to everybody who is watching. Make sure you are subscribed to me. Make sure you are subscribed to Henry Wright TV. The link's in the title. And yeah, it's kind of mad. It's kind of mad when I look at some of our players. Like, we're on a good run at the minute, yeah. And I'm not going to sit here and start cussing everything. But this comment's class. I like this comment. Where is it? I owe you an apology. You don't owe me an apology, mate. Nobody owes me an apology. It's an opinion. Like, you know, my opinion cannot be factually correct. It's an opinion. Yeah. It might end up being the right opinion at the end of the day, like, or the end of the month or the end of the season, but it's an opinion based on feeling, yeah, and what you're seeing, yeah. So nobody owes me an apology. All the people that have run their mouth to me, chatting crap to me, might, but I don't want their apologies, bro. Yeah.
You got to be thick-skinned to do this. Listen, people, because it's opinion and everything, people naturally will disagree with you because they don't like you, so they automatically don't like your opinion.
Mate, I know there's other YouTubers within the Arsenal community that are Arteta out and have been for over a year, right? And I know there's one in particular. I've been told this by 3 different people that know the guy. Yeah, he's 100% Arteta out. Has been since
exactly
last
who
season.
you're talking about.
Yeah, but he refuses to say it because he associates with Lee Gunner. Yeah, and it's like, so you've lied to all your subscribers for a year, and you've faked it. And you've manipulated it just because you don't like me. You are a mug. Yeah, but anyway, fuck him. You are nothing if not consistent in a market for the flip-flops, looking for sound bites to suit the masses. Bro, this is the thing, right? I see myself, yeah, as somebody I'm a bit of a moody twat. I can't lie, right? And I'm a bit arrogant and I'm a bit like, but I have to be like that sometimes, because when you get people coming at you constantly, yeah, it's like you can either sit there and fold or you stand up and fight your corner. No, I ain't folding. Yeah, I'm going to sit there and back my talk. Yeah, at the end of the day, if Mikel Arteta wins the societal, I'm in the mud. Until then, I ain't. If he gets us top 4 this season, oh, you're in the mud. I see it. I've seen that comments today pop up. Yeah, I get a few notifications on YouTube and that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you going to admit you was wrong on Arteta, bro? My man's done nothing this season. He won us an FA Cup, and I still said I want him sacked. What are you talking about?
Didn't you predict him winning the cup as well?
Yeah, I predicted we'd win it. I was one of the only people that was on like YouTube and social media that I see, yeah, with like a big platform. Yeah, there was a lot of people in the chat in here that were saying, yeah, we're going to win it. We're going to win it. Yeah, there was loads of them in here. There was loads on Twitter, but like the thing is, it's like people will go for people with the bigger accounts. That's what they always do, right? I was probably one of the only bigger accounts. I'm not a big account in my opinion. I'm a fairly decent size, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm a tiny dot. Yeah, but I was so confident that we were going to win that cup. It's Wembley. It's an FA Cup, mate. We're winning it. It's ours. It doesn't matter who you could be manager.
This just on that quickly. If this competition we were in was the FA Cup, how confident on a scale of 1 to 10 would you be?
10 out of 10.
What would you say your confidence is now?
10 out of 10. It's Wembley.
You're still confident? No.
Yeah.
So
if we get to Wembley, we're winning it. You can clip that. You can do whatever you want with that. I can't stand this manager. It don't change my opinion on this manager if we win it, right? This cup, for years and years and years and years, not just Arsenal fans, but other fans, and not just the big 6 teams or the big 10 teams or the like Premier lower league teams have put reserve teams out in this competition. Yeah, they have disrespected this competition so bad that everyone calls it the shit cup. But if we win it, oh, this lot are have their wank sock out, bruv. Mikel Arteta's won it.
I disagree with that because, like, when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't have the history of the FA Cup, but it's basically the same. Like, okay, you might not have played as many games, but it basically is the same thing. It's just not as prestige. It's like, what's more prestige, winning the FA Cup or winning the Europa League?
Europa League. It's a European competition.
Yeah, exactly. But the FA Cup's got more history. It's more prestige. It's been around for over 100 years.
Yeah, the FA Cup. Like, I grew up on the FA Cup. So the FA Cup, like, I remember it. Road to Wembley, helicopters, players on the pitch. Like
it used to be
it's
that,
a whole
and
day. The whole family come round, barbecue settings. It's always sunny. But the Europa League is a European trophy, and it's the old UEFA Cup. So it's, for me, I'd rather a European trophy than the FA Cup. But since when have Arsenal been in a position to pick and choose which cup they want to fucking win? Do you know what I mean? It's like when people sit and go, "Oh, it's the shit cup. It's the shit cup. The League Cup's the shit cup." Yeah, really? Why? Why is it the shit cup? Who are we? What? Are we Chelsea and Man City? Man City don't see it as a shit cup.
I know, and they were winning this year. That's the best thing about it. It'll be a new winner, but I personally don't see this as a shit cup because we ain't won anything since 2008, and the last thing we did win conveniently was this cup. So
Jonathan Woodgate, wasn't it?
Jonathan Woodgate, I remember it.
Randy Ramos. Was it Randy Ramos?
Yeah, that's it. One day he got sacked the next season. Absolute sins, mate. Jonathan Woodgate, and then we did Leggy King at the back with Dawson. We played like 7 at the back.
He's only got one knee. He's only got
John Terry.
To be fair to Ledley King, right, he was a 6 centre-back. Thierry Henry said he's the hardest centre-back he's ever come up against. And that's some praise, man. Think of the players Henry's played against. Yeah, that's mental.
Like Terry, Rio, all the players he played against in La Liga, the Madrid teams, the Ramos, the Pepes, played against some Carvalho at the time as well. Like the defenders he came up against, international level as well. Absolutely like ridiculous. And Ledley King, if he didn't have that injury, would have been unbelievable. But it's what it is, isn't it, really?
No,
going to your games quickly. Do you think Nketiah will start in the next round of the cup after banging a hat-trick, albeit it's Sunderland, right? Yeah. But I did like what the Sunderland fans, and they started singing "Come on, you Spurs." I did like that.
I didn't hear that because I was obviously watching on mute, so I don't.
They started singing "Come on, you Spurs."
They were singing at one point. Somebody put in the chat, is this a library? Yeah, and I think we were winning 4-1 at that point. Is this a library? Yeah, they didn't shut up. There was a Sunderland fan who put a comment on my fan cam. Yeah, because I was like, yo, big up to them, man. They left their house at this time, this day. He goes, I actually left and got the coach 11 a.m.
Long old journey, isn't it?
And he goes, and I got back home at 4 a.m. the following day. And he's seen his team get slapped, and they were standing there jumping up and down, singing at 5-1 down. Yeah, and our fans all buggered off 4 minutes from the end and missed that kid's debut goal. And it's like, these people have got out of their house at 10 a.m. They've got to the stadium. They've got the team or the coaches laid on by the club. They've come all the way down, right on top of Christmas. So that's a day off work. Yeah. Then they've watched their team get hammered. Then they've got on the coaches again, and they've got back in at 4 a.m. They've probably had another day off work, right, for that day. Crazy. They've had 2 days off work right on top of Christmas. They've seen their team hammered, but you can't wait for another 8 minutes until stoppage time, and that 4 minutes is done before that because you want to get home early. Turn it in. Yeah, it pisses me off. Away fans are class, man. Doesn't matter what team they are. They are mad. Absolutely mad. Yeah, and home fans, I feel like sometimes they just take the piss, like, and take it for granted. Like, why would you leave that ground when we're 4-1 up with 4 minutes to go? Why? What are you rushing back home for?
Well, this is it. Like the only game I've left early-ish was like 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before, was when we were getting slapped 7-2 by Bayern Munich. And that was just like, after 5, it's a bit like, yeah, come on, sort it out, boys. Like, enough's enough. Then it's 6. Right, okay. And I remember by the time I got down from the stairs to go down, they scored 2 more goals. And I was like, that's it. Right, sweet. And everyone was like, fold the club, leave it out, screw it out. Because I was, that defeat hurt for about a week. Like, losing against Mura proper pissed me off. It did, and now we're out of the Conference League, which has been confirmed. But that hurt. But that Bayern Munich, because the fact we were 1-0 up and we've been embarrassed, like 7-2 at home, and to make it even worse, an ex-Arsenal player scores 4 in Serge Gnabry.
Yeah, and then posted all over his socials, North London is red because they played in red that night.
London is red.
Yeah, London is ready, which it ain't. It's actually blue, mate, unfortunately, because Chelsea had dominated it for 15 years, which is kind of sad. But yeah, North London is red. But like I said at the start of the show, I don't see you as rivals. Like, I don't. Like, we beat you every single season at our ground pretty much, right? But then saying that, you've got a very good record at home against us. Yeah, your ground. So, but I know you finished above us, what, 5 years straight now? I think it's 5, isn't it? I think this season will be
5
6.
years. Do you fancy
Like,
do you fancy us against like next month at our ground? Do you fancy yourself?
Not really, no, if I'm honest. I'm looking at our fixtures, yeah. We've got Norwich on Boxing Day, Sunday. We've then got Wolves on the next Tuesday. Then we've got Man City. I'm fuming with this fixture, by the way, because I'm going to have to start work at 12:30 Spanish time, right, on New Year's Day.
New Year's.
Like whoever's playing, listen, big up them City fans that are traveling down to the Emirates, mate, because they're probably going to stay up all night and just get the coach. Yeah, it's mad. And then after that, we've got Liverpool on the 4th of Jan. It's to be confirmed. It could potentially be the 5th in the Carabao Cup. Then on the 9th, we've got Forest away. Then we've got the 11th of Jan. Again, it could be the 12th. Liverpool away. Then we've got Tottenham on the 16th. Then we've got Burnley at home on the 22nd. Then it's international break for 2 weeks. And it's like that run of fixtures there determines to me how good Arsenal actually are this season. Because
how good Arteta is.
Not so much Arsenal, more Arteta. Because Norwich, you said that you think we'll batter them. I'm not convinced. Yeah, Dean Smith's got them doing all right at the moment. Yeah, and I watched them against Man United. Mate, they should have won that game.
Yeah, but Man United are trying to find their self. Arteta knows the strengths and the weaknesses of your squad. The only thing, I think it will be hard to score the first goal. But as soon as you get the first goal, you'll unlock the gates. And I think Martinelli, one ball over the top, his pace, the form he is in is ridiculous at the moment. You know, that finish off the bench there, I can't remember who it was. It was a few games ago now. The little side foot.
Newcastle.
Yeah, disgusting. Then he gets one against West Ham. Then he's got one against Leeds or 2 against Leeds. And the second finish against Leeds was disgusting again. It's like all of a sudden they're like, okay, right, we've got a gem with us. It's like when it reminds me so much of when Dele Alli come. It's like this new. Obviously, Martinelli's been on your on the books for a while, but apart from that, all he did really was that goal against Chelsea. And now he's got this fresh bit of life, and we're like, right, okay, we've got something here. And it automatically lifts the morale in the fan base. When Dele Alli come up, we were like 5 million from this kid from Milton Keynes. And then first season, 20 goals in all comps for a 19-year-old. Scores an absolute worldie on his debut against France. I was like, right, we've got a serious player here. And then, well, now it's a bit different. But
yeah, he was very good against Liverpool. He should have scored, but he actually played really well against Liverpool. And this is the thing, right? I've seen that all or nothing. And I've seen Jose sitting there saying something to Dele like, I don't know why you're not paying attention, but then again, I expect it because you don't even pay attention in training. And I was like, Jose is probably the wrong manager for Dele Alli because Dele Alli's an arrogant little prick, right? He is, mate. I know people that know him. I grew up in that same area where he grew up. Yeah, I know people that know him, mate. Yeah, I've met him a few times. He's like Jack Wilshere, just jumped up arrogant, thinks he's the shit. Yeah, and it's like, you don't take it seriously, mate. Like, if you took it seriously, you could be a top baller, man, because he could. But he got to that pinnacle. He got the contract renewals every couple of seasons. Yeah, and all of a sudden, his performance has gone from up here to down here. And now it's, let me do my clothing brand. Yeah, and it's like, you're taking the mick, mate. Yeah, but now he's got Conte. Conte have suss him out real quick. I know Jose is very similar, but I feel Conte is still, and I like Jose. I love him to bits. I feel Conte is still more relevant with the younger-ish players or the more modern.
Do you think that's because he's in his prime years? Like Conte's in his prime.
Yeah.
When
Whereas I think Jose's kind of gone over. I don't think he's finished Jose, but he's not the Jose he was a decade ago.
He hasn't evolved. That's the thing. I had a big debate with one of my friends earlier, and a lot of people in this channel are not going to like what I'm going to say. And I said, you're probably not going to like it either.
Go on.
We were talking about managers, and I said, in my personal opinion, don't listen. Before everyone jumps my back, this is just my opinion. I personally think what Guardiola and Pep have done with City and Liverpool is better than anything Arsenal did with Arsenal. And I get he went unbeaten and I get he won league titles, but Liverpool and City have dominated a league now for pushing what is it? Liverpool have won a Champions League and a Prem, and City have won 3 Prems now, and coming to City might win a 4th, and that's in less than 10 years. Arsenal had 20 years, at Arsenal, and then after that, he was just celebrating finishing 4th. Yeah. These two coaches are trying to push the boundary. Like Klopp's revolutionized the fullbacks in how they get forward. Guardiola's revolutionized the way that attacking football. I'm not disrespecting Arsene Wenger before anyone gets on my back. Listen, the guy was what he did when he put all your players on diets and stuff was like ridiculous. But I just feel like what these two have done more is bigger than what Arsene did. And loads of people got on my back when I put that on Twitter. They were like, "Oh, you're clueless. Typical Spurs fan. You haven't won any trophies." I was like, "I'm not talking about winning any trophies. I know Arsenal are a bigger club. I'm not that deluded. I'm just saying what Klopp's done. Like,
no, Liverpool are bigger than Arsenal.
What I'm saying is Klopp is a better manager than Wenger, in my opinion.
Klopp. See, Arsene Wenger. The thing with Wenger is it was longevity. He was there for 22 years. Right, but to only win 3 league titles in 22 years.
Never won a European trophy either.
Never won a European trophy. In fact, he got battered in every single one we fucking played, mate. Well, actually, not. He didn't get battered, but we've lost every single one we played under him. Yeah, right. And the FA Cup's kind of salvaged a bit of credibility for him because he has won it more than anyone, right? But the League Cup, I'll never forgive him for putting a fucking reserve team out against Chelsea. Yeah, no way. They had Didier Drogba bullying our centre backs in Senderos, I think it was. And you play. I know Walcott scored his first goal for us that day. Great goal, right? But you put a kids team out against Chelsea when you've only got to that. You got to the final. No way. That Champions League final, his substitution in that final was a disgrace. How dare you take off fucking Bobby Pires, bruv? Yeah, how fucking dare you? That guy scores 20 goals, 15 goals every season. You take it off a goal scorer. Yeah, mad. Absolutely mad. For the first 8 years, let's say 10 years. Yeah, for the first 10 years, Wenger was a genius. Like, for me, I loved him to bits. I was like, yo, fucking, he's God, mate. Like, he can do whatever he wants. After that, he took the piss for 12 years, mate. Yeah, and that 12 years for me has clouded anything he's done in that 10 years because he lied through his fucking teeth for 12 years to us. Yeah, and all the time he kept lying in his pockets with more money.
Didn't he? Isn't that famous DT line that he took us to 5th place and gets a £3 million pay rise or whatever it was? But listen, Guardiola in 5 years has won the same amount of league titles as Wenger did in 22. They've both won 3. So like people go, oh yeah, Pep spent this much. This is one thing that really gets under my skin. Yeah, but Pep has endless pockets of cash. It doesn't matter. He's still got to gel and get a team to perform. If it was that easy, why didn't Lampard win anything under that Chelsea team that spent 200
Why don't PSG win the Champions League every year then?
Why didn't Ole, who spent 450, win anything? What happened to Ole now? Where is he? Do you know what I mean? Like now, it's so people. Oh yeah, but he's had money. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he's just sold Ferran Torres for 50-odd million. It won't care. You know, they're pretty much cloning David Silva in that flipping academy. Everyone's coming out to be like David Silva. Like everything in that whole club now is going through Pep, and you can see it. Like the energy levels, like he's single-handedly improved Raheem Sterling levels. Every time he looks at leaving City, he gets him back on a patch of form. Whether that's to raise his stocks or what is a different question. But yeah, my wife.
It's kind of split in the chat. A lot of people are saying Pep 100%, but Klopp no.
Klopp won a Champions League and went from Ungog at Liverpool to Mohamed Salah. He single-handedly rebuilt that team. He signed Van Dijk, Alisson, brought Trent for the academy, signed Robertson from Hull City. You know, Tiara.
The thing is, in the he's been there 5 years now. He's won a Premier League. He's missed out on the Premier League by a point. He's lost the Champions League final and he's won the Champions League final. And he's lost the Europa League final and the Cup final, League Cup final. So if you actually look at the finals he's got to in the time that he's been there, and yeah, he's only won 2, it is pretty fucking relentless. I can't lie. But Wenger never won in Europe. This guy's done it and lost a final as well, which is what Wenger did. So the fact that he's got to 2 Champions League finals, Wenger never did. He got to 1 and 1 semi. He's surpassed him in Europe all day long. Premier League, nowhere near. But
he's only like in
domestic trebles fucking all day long. That guy loves the League Cup. He loves the FA Cup, wants to be the best, plays his best team in the League Cup pretty much. Although saying that, fucking any team they put out is the best team in it, their quality. But yeah, he always goes for it, and I rate him for that, man. I was at the League Cup final when they beat us, and he had a good team out that day. Aguero fucking was on
Is
it.
that when Ospit, not Ospit, who was the goalkeeper there? Bravo did that long ball
Yeah,
all the way
Mustafi
to
let the ball
Aguero.
bounce over him and he dinked the goalkeeper. I was like, for fuck's sake. Yeah, the Irish fella sat next to me. He was an old boy in his 80s. He goes, I've fucking had enough of this, mate. He goes, this is a disgrace. Get this manager out of the club. Yeah, and that was Wenger. Yeah, he goes, get it. I said, well, you're not Wenger in. I said, I'm surprised. I thought you'd be Wenger in. He goes, nah. He goes, get him out, mate. All the way through the second half, yeah, mate. Fucking just chewing my ear off. Get him out, get him out, get him out. I was like, rah, I've got a new mate. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, it was Edison that did that ball. It was Edison. That's what I'm saying. He plays the best players in the final. Yeah, and like, you know, fucking, I don't know, man. Like, I just look like, I think Klopp's a great manager, but in 22 years, if he's still in, well, he's been there, what, 6 years? If he's still there in 16 years, he'll probably surpass Wenger with trophies if he continues. But having said that, he might not surpass him in the volume of trophies. He'll surpass him in the quality of the trophy. Because if he stays there for another 16 years, which he ain't, he's going to win the Champions League again. At least once. He'll win another league at least once. So then if he wins 2 more leagues, he equals Wenger. He's already overtaken Wenger in Europe. Wenger never won a European trophy anywhere he's been, mate. Yeah.
One other thing I said was talking about managers. This is probably going to upset a lot of people as well. I said that prime Jose is a better manager than Wenger. And I said, you can see that. Look at the results he had in the Premier League. How many times did Wenger beat Jose in the Prem?
None.
Right. Jose did a Champions League, a Europa League, and then a Champions League back-to-back with Porto. He did a treble with Inter Milan. Right, he dominated the league with Real Madrid. He basically nearly won us a trophy. We got us to a final and then got sacked. You know, dominated the league. They only conceded something like 18 goals in a Premier League campaign. That is absolutely ridiculous. Can you imagine if a team did that now? Wouldn't surprise me if we've already conceded more than 18 goals.
Yeah, we've conceded 22 this season.
Do you know what I mean? And you've only played how many games? 18? This guy conceded, let me find it. I think it was 2004.
Yeah, smash the likes up, people. Over 500 watching. Make sure you're smacking the likes up. We're on 200 likes. That's shambolic. That is moving like
how many people got watching
in the last decade of his career. Make sure you subscribe to Henry Wright TV as well. The link's in the title. Henry, I'm literally going to wet myself, mate. Yeah? I'll literally be 2 minutes because I need to go on, and then I need to sing Happy Birthday twice while I'm washing my hands. 0405 it was.
No, that's not Happy Birthday, is it? That's Merry Christmas, isn't it?
Well, I can sing Merry Christmas now. I actually bought a little thing for my front door and I put some little fairy lights around the outdoors because I was the only one in the block that didn't have any lights or any decorations up. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be the outcast. I'll look at him, the silly English guy in the block. I'll be 2 minutes, mate, yeah?
Yeah, no worries, mate. All right, let me see if I can find this Premier League table. Is it 2005? Yeah, listen to this, people, right? Chelsea, 2005 Premier League, right? Scored 72, conceded 15 goals. That is absolutely ridiculous. Where did we finish that season? 9th. We conceded 41. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely just incredible. But yeah, make sure you do subscribe. The link is in the title, and obviously like the video. I don't know how many videos that Lee likes, but Lee's on now. Lee is on. There's 500 people watching, 212. Let's try and hit 250 in the next couple of minutes, or even 300. Easy with you, the amount of rats that are in the chat. Yeah, 7 were pens, mate. That's crazy. 15 goals in a Premier League campaign. If 7 were pens, that means they conceded 8 goals in all 8 goals open play. That is crazy, absolutely crazy. When you look at their lineup as well, like their lineup was just filth. They had like Makelele, Terry, Prime, Czech, just ridiculous, ridiculous stats. But yeah, is everyone looking forward to their Christmas, Boxing Day, the biggest and best footballing day of the year? Tottenham have got Crystal Palace at home, and obviously Arsenal go away to Norwich. Sorry, Josh says I keep going to click on the comments like it's my stream, but it's not. I think that's a record. Yeah, Mr. Waffle. Josh says Henry are going to do another transfer update. Yeah, soon. Yeah, the transfer videos are coming back. Tottenham transfer daily, January the 1st. So make sure you are subscribed and ready. But yeah, all the Arsenal fans in the chat, are you confident that you'll win against Norwich? I think you'll batter them, to be honest. I think that could easily be, 3-4-0. I think it's just down to breaking them down and getting that first goal. I think when you get the first goal, it will be inevitable. It's just, getting it, I guess. And then our game, obviously, we're going to be a bit more of a tougher test for us. I think we'll still beat Crystal Palace. But the fact that we've played, this will be our third game in 7 days, and we played Liverpool and West Ham, two really, really tough teams. And then we come up against Crystal Palace. I mean, that was the first ever game that was played in our new ground, Palace. I'm confident we'll win. I think it will be a tough test. Zaha always gives us trouble, always gives you lot trouble as well.
Us. He always rinses us as well. He just loves playing against us banter clubs.
Yeah,
don't do anything else all season apart from sit his ass on the floor crying that he's been touched and he's fucking dived over. So is there anyone?
I want revenge on this lot because we got slapped by them 3-0.
3-0, yeah. You've been slapped by every single London club slapped 3 past you, didn't they, in the first couple of weeks of the season?
Yeah, don't remind me, mate. Don't remind me.
Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Yeah, stick your Antonio up your backside. You got battered all season. To be fair, I'm gel of your manager. I'm gel of your manager. A big up to all the fake tapping Tobes in the cut. I've messaged Toby. None of them are him. So just block him. Yeah, any fake tapping Tobes coming, he's not in my chat.
Is that the real tapping Tobes or is that?
No. I texted him. I said, are you in my chat? He said, no, lol. So yeah, just block them all. Yeah, this is the thing is, these people forget I've got these people's phone numbers. Yeah, I'm not just going to start sitting there going, oh, well done, mate. Oh, big up this. No. I'll text him. Is that you in my chat? If it is, I'll moderate you. Yeah, do you know what I mean? These people are weirdos, bruv.
That's the best thing to do, moderate them, and then you know who's who, really.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. Yeah, like I'll text him and say, "Is that you?" No. Okay, cool. Blocked. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, we've got Norwich, man. And Boxing Day fixtures. Like I'm looking at the Boxing Day fixtures now. Yeah,
they're all 3 p.m. kickoffs, aren't they? Every game.
I say I was looking at.
Well, Liverpool's has been cancelled, isn't it? Liverpool against Leeds and the Watford game has been cancelled as well.
Has it?
Yeah, it was I'm quite into fantasy. I've got my own little Henry Wright TV league, which I'm getting embarrassed at. I think I'm like, let's have a look. I'm 53rd out of 180.
Game's off, yeah, the Liverpool game's off.
Yeah, so pretty much 80% of the FPL people had Salah captains. We're all like scrambling on who to captain. But yeah, I mean that's massive for them because without Salah, it kind of gives them that rest. But I was just reading on it. Yeah, Klopp apparently has tried to keep Salah and Mane from going. He hasn't tried to keep Matip though.
Well, somebody put in the chat earlier that Matip don't even play for his country. I'm not too sure about that.
He's Cameroon he's from, isn't it? I think he's Cameroon.
I don't really watch him if I'm honest. But yeah, the fixtures on Boxing Day. I feel like Aston Villa always get Chelsea like over the festive period. That's the late kickoff. Oh, actually, hang on. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3 o'clock kickoffs, including Arsenal and Tottenham's game. Yeah, right. Then there's a 5:30 kickoff, Aston Villa Chelsea. Then there's the game. Oh no, hang on. Yeah. Then there's an 8 o'clock kickoff, Brighton against Brentford. Then Man United play on the Monday at 8 o'clock. Then there's games on the Tuesday, the 28th. Obviously, you're playing Southampton away. We're playing against.
Yeah, the next 10 days are really busy.
Mate, we're early kickoff again. Leave us alone. Stop giving me these early kickoffs, man. We've got Wolves at home, 12:30 kickoff. Then 3 days later, we've got City at home, New Year's Day, 12:30 kickoff. What's the game after that? The game after that.
Yeah, Amazon games are Amazon have got all the games, haven't they, from the 28th?
Yeah, the game after that is then going to be the League Cup first leg, which is going to be a late kickoff. I don't like early kickoffs or late kickoffs. Just give me a 4 o'clock my time kickoff, mate. It's perfect. I can have a late in and I'll finish work early. Yeah, I'm not sitting here at 3:30 in the morning uploading videos. It was mad. Games are on Amazon on the 28th.
Yeah, I literally just see that. Big up to everyone that has subscribed because a lot of your little rats have come over to the channel and subscribed in the last week or so. I just want to say that I am appreciative of it.
No, come on, big up, man.
One other thing I was going to say is Pepe. had a good game for you lot, and we were talking about this. And I also said to you, do you think Nketiah will start? And he did. And Pepe, you know, the little was it a bit of magic where he did a nutmeg for the assist?
He nutmegged the same left back twice in 4 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
it literally had him on beans on toast, bro.
Do you think he'll start?
Guy, he took his soul. He literally ripped him a new one, mate. He ain't gonna start. He ain't gonna start. Saka will start.
Yeah, but I just don't get this. Like, Saka's in form, I get it, but why can't, like, your big marquee signing, the 70 million player that's got, you know, can finish, why not play him?
I'll show you exactly why. I'm going to show you exactly why, my friend. I'm going to share this for anyone who's seen it already. Yeah, just ignore it. I'm going to share this. This is exactly why he will not start the game. Right? Watch. Make sure you're smacking the likes up, everyone. Because when you've got journalists like this clown who works for the rag that's worse than the Sun newspaper down there, that one with the dot in between it, right? When they're being in interviews, this guy was in the press conference the next day, by the way, for the Norwich game. Yeah. Why Arteta wants to keep Nketiah? Patino's perfect night. AFC's #1 transfer target revealed. Pepe shows why he's not a starter at the minute. Yeah, that was after the 5-1. Yeah, look.
Listen. How does he show that he's not a starter after a goal and an assist?
2 assists.
2 assists, then. It's like they don't want him to perform. And do you know what? I'm absolutely convinced that the media have an agenda against Pepe.
No. Do you know what it is? This puppet.
Sorry, has an agenda against Pepe.
This puppet, right, works for that rag that I've just showed you, yeah? They're worse than the Sun. They're scumbags, mate, yeah? Right? But they peddle out the narrative that the club want to get out to the mainstream, to us, right? How can that geezer sit there and write that and put Pepe shows why he's not a starter? Yeah? How? How is that even possible? I'm going to show you one of the comments, yeah? I'm going to find it. He's been ripped, by the way, but he's had hardly any traction on the tweet, right? But he has been ripped. Dunce. The comments are hilarious. Right? Where's the stats for the game? There was somebody posted Pepe stats, and I'm not a stats person. Stats back up what you've seen with your eyes. Yeah, stats shouldn't just be
on everything, but they are important.
Yeah, like you don't just base a player based on stats. You watch the game and then the stats back it up. Yeah, like whether he's good or not. Sometimes I watch a game and then the stats make the player look great, and I was like, bruv, he was crap. Yeah, there we go. That's not the one I wanted. 11 duels won, 5 take-ons. Both of them, by the way, were more than anyone. Somebody actually posted the actual proper stats and put, maybe it was in the comments. I'm going to find it, yeah? Right? Because it was like, so this guy's done all of this, but he shows why he's not a starter. Sorry, when was the last time one of our players scored a goal, got 2 assists, nutmegged the geezer twice, had the most on this, the most on that, and the most on that? Oh, and by the way, was also tracking back. Yeah, which is something that our fans cuss this guy for, yeah? There's enough people calling this guy a racist. He's not racist. Just because he's cussing Pepe don't mean he's a racist, yeah? Right? I don't believe he is anyway. I don't know the kid, right? But somebody posted, I'm going to find the stat. He has been ripped, I can't lie. But like I said, it's had hardly any traction.
Do you think the same thing that is happening with Pepe is the same thing that happened with Donny van der Beek under Ollie?
Yeah, probably. Like, I don't get it. I think
they're saying completely frozen out the team.
I think there's something else with it, though. I think like maybe it's something like to do with if he plays X amount of games, then we have to pay more money. I don't know. Like, I don't really get it. I genuinely don't get it. Like, because for me, right, you know, people sit there and say that that you can't drop Saka. Well, why? Why can't you drop him? The kid scored 5 goals since January in the league. No disrespect. He scored 5 league goals since January. But then people go, oh, but look at the assists. Oh, he's a better playmaker. But he ain't got the X factor that Pepe has in games. He ain't got the thing where he can drop his shoulder and bang, top bins. Yes, he's a good player. And I'm not cussing Saka. People always think, oh, you're cussing Saka. No, I like Pepe. Yeah, and I think Pepe's better than Saka. That's my opinion. That's my choice. That's my personal choice on it. That's not to say that Saka's going to not grow into a better player than Pepe in 5 years. But how is this geezer not playing football? I don't get it.
It makes no sense.
I don't get it. People say, oh, he gives the ball away. Really? He had 84% pass accuracy in that game. Yeah. How's he giving them? Out of the dribbles that he done, I think he completed 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8 dribbles, which, by the way, was the most on the pitch. But he gives the ball away all the time. What are you talking about? Yeah. Kevin De Bruyne, Neymar, and Jack Grealish give it away more than anyone in Europe last season. Would you have all 3 of them at Arsenal? You would, wouldn't you? And the reason these players give the ball away is because they try and do stuff. They're trying to create. Yeah,
they're constantly trying to create. This is the thing. Big up to Diego, says subscribe to Lee and Henry. Also trying to push the likes up as well. So make sure you do smash the like button. But it's like these players are trying to create. They're trying to do something. So obviously there's a higher risk of them giving the ball away. That's just common sense, science. But like the shit that goes on with some of these players, like Pepe doesn't do this, Pepe doesn't do that. I still think he's the best finisher at your club, and I'll stand by that.
I'm not sure about best finisher.
When he comes in on the left, okay, look at it from coming off the wing.
He cuts in on the left and bangs one. Yeah, mad. But he don't do that often. Like he does it
get a chance to
times a season.
He doesn't get a chance to. He's a better finisher than Saka, right?
Yeah, he is. He's got a harder shot. Very quickly, sorry to cut you. Everyone's going, oh, what account are you on? Oh, you got a Twitter account, bruv. This is the Twitter account. Watch. If I try and retweet my own tweet, watch. Your account may not be allowed to perform this action. Please refresh this page to try again. Refresh.
Lee's been suspended.
Yeah, 0 followers, 0 likes. I'll go to the DM. There's no DM. I can still search. I just can't. Your account has been permanently suspended. I can still search though. I can search. I can go and search that guy again. Oh, bosh. Job done. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't got another account. If I go to profile, you can see down the bottom. It only says that one account. I haven't got another account. I'm not getting another account. I ain't interested in Twitter, mate. Not interested one bit. But yeah, it's mad. Door on tour. Big up to you, my guy. I'll read that DM. Forest fan preview settings next month. 100% we'll do that, mate. But no, it's like I just think like the agenda, and I don't want to use the word agenda because I don't like agenda as a word. That's an internet word. Oh, you've got an agenda. No, I've got a fucking brain, mate, that thinks outside the box rather than sucking off what's fashionable. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, right, is a jack of all trades. He's not mastered any of them yet. Right, Nicola Pepe ain't going to change what he's doing. Nicola Pepe gets the ball. He goes down the right-hand side. He needs an overlapping fullback, which he had the other night, by the way, with Cedric, not Tomiyasu cutting inside. He had an overlapping fullback, by the way, who Pepe set Cedric up for the assist that Cedric got, I think, or maybe it was the shot that Balogun headed wide. Either way, again, it was Pepe heavily involved. But Pepe is a master of the unpredictable. And this is the problem with our fans, right? If I say and sit here, and I say this on a lot of streams, name me 3 things that Saka's elite level at. They can't.
We've said this. How many times have we said this, though?
They can't. Right. But I can name 3 things that Pepe's elite at. Yeah? The guy's elite at fucking slapping them top bins. Yeah? Like literally cuts inside, drops his shoulder. Yeah? He's elite free kick taker as well. I don't know why Odegaard was taking free kicks the other day, but he's a very fucking, no, probably not elite, but he's a very good free kick taker, right? He's a fucking good dribbler, like elite dribbler for me. Like he's not Neymar Mahrez level because he's clumsy, but I still think he's in an elite, but a low elite. Mahrez and them men are all up top elite. I think he's on that very good, very great cusp of elite. Yeah, Saka, I don't think is. Saka ain't got a trick on him. Yeah,
I mean, it's like
Pepe's ice cold in front of goal. By the way, like if I can get him on his left foot, he'll just slot it in, bruv.
I've said this to you a couple of times, and I know you're a big fan of the player I'm going to mention, but he reminds me of Riyad Mahrez.
Who, Pepe?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not saying he's as good or he's this or that, but he just reminds
clumsy. Me. This is the problem with him. He looks clumsy, like whereas Mahrez just flows. Same as Neymar. Neymar just glides and it's under control, the ball. Whereas sometimes Pepe, you look at him and it's like he's in front of the ball. The ball's he's dribbling and he's overrun and the ball's back there. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Yeah, but I think that's because his brain is trying to process already what he's going to do, but it don't go to his feet quick enough because he's a quality footballer, man. I do really, really fucking like Pepe, man. Yeah, and I think the way our fans talk about him, I think it's mad, especially when they then go and rate a kid who ain't got the output that guy's got. And he plays every game. I don't understand what the difference is, because you rate one player so highly and you rate one player so poorly. Yeah, but the one that you rate highly has got a worse output on the football pitch than the guy that you rate poorly.
The thing that this is going to sound really horrible, but I think the best thing for Pepe would be if someone got an injury in the squad and he got the game time.
Yeah,
like that's really horrible for me to say, but I feel like he's only going to get that chance to start every week is if someone picks up a knock. Because at the moment, it just like it doesn't matter what he does. In a game that it's not got as much eyes on against like maybe Sunderland or whatever, or whenever he actually does come on, Arteta just goes, just go and do it. It doesn't really. For some reason he doesn't seem to have the faith, and I just don't get it. I really don't, because Pepe walks into our team.
Pepe walks into a lot of teams.
He's a better winger than Bergwijn. He's a better winger than
Lucas.
If he played the better winger than
Lucas played, he'd outperform him comfortably.
The only reason it doesn't want me to say that is
you've just had clutch moments with Lucas, yeah.
That's it, mate. That's literally it. I'm shameless.
Yeah, that's sentiment, mate. That's what's killed my football club. Sentiment. You can't have sentiment.
Like real talk, he's better. He's got more.
This comment here, I like it. I just like Saka. That's my opinion. Saka is direct. Big up to you, Daniel, a long-time subscriber. Saka's 7 years younger than Pepe. He's not. He's 6 or 5.5, but age is irrelevant. Yeah, Phil Foden is younger than most of the Man City players. He's still one of their best players. Phil Foden's better than most midfielders in the Premier League. Yeah, nobody mentions, but Phil Foden's only a kid. Age only comes into it when nobody's got an argument to back the player. So they go, but he's only a kid. And I know you're not doing that. I'm not digging you out for that, but people do that. Oh, yeah, but he's only a kid. And what? Phil Foden's only a kid, and that guy's level of performance, and people go, but he plays in a better team.
That's the thing.
He plays in a better team because he's a better fucking level. Yeah? He's playing in the best team in the league, the champions, and he is getting in that team on a regular basis. Why? Because he is a better fucking level than somebody who's getting in our team, that's being gassed up to be the next fucking Ronaldinho, right? Because he does a couple of fucking little fancy dans every now and again, like and scores against Tottenham. Yeah, and cuddles.
Age is irrelevant. Like the Brazilian Ronaldo won.
I know Daniel's not saying that, so I won't digging him out. But a lot of people, when they come in the chat, they go, but he's only a kid. You're picking on it. No, I'm not picking on anyone. You play for my football club. I've seen some of the best fucking players ever, in the history of Arsenal in my lifetime. Literally, I've seen players like Anders Limpar, bruv. Yeah, is Saka better than him? No. Yeah, is he better than Pires? No. Is he better than Freddie? No. Yeah. Is he better than Cesc? No.
Sanchez?
Is he better than Alexis? No. I could go on. I could fucking keep going on. Is he better than Merce? No.
Overmars?
No.
Thing is,
go on. But then people go, but you're judging them at the end of their career, which is cool. I get that. Mate, I've seen Paul Merson, fucking come into that team on a technicality as well, by the way. He got in. Do you know the only reason Paul Merson got into our team is because fucking, like, I knew the story, but I didn't know the full. I couldn't remember the full story on it. Yeah, and then I watched him on James English podcast the other week, and he reminded me of the full, like, because he mentioned it. Yeah, right. But he was going to give up football because he didn't think he was going to make it. Yeah, and it done his shin. Yeah, a couple of times, and like literally, you could pull the skin all the way down to his ankle. Yeah, right. He done it twice. Right? So he was going to fucking give up. I don't think I'm going to make it at Arsenal. Like fucking, because I think he was. What fucking club was he at? And his dad was a Chelsea fan, but his dad said go to Arsenal or something. Yeah, it's like no, his dad's an Arsenal fan and he's a Chelsea fan. His dad said go to Arsenal. Yeah, and I know his dad's an Arsenal fan. I've knocked on his door before, right? Yeah, and he goes, go to Arsenal. He's like, yeah, but Dad, I don't think I'm going to get in the team. I can't remember what team he played for before that. The chat I remember, right? But he was like, he was about to give up and that, yeah. And then there was a tournament that was aired on TV. I think it was like fucking Satanta Sports or ESPN, whatever it was. Yeah, and it was like it was like futsal, like indoor tournament, blah, blah. and he was fucking sick. Yeah, all of a sudden, boom, he gets in the fucking team. 21 years old. Yeah, that season, Arsenal's Player of the Season. Yeah, I think he won. I think he won the league Player of the Year that year as well. I think he actually won Young Player of the Year that year, and I think he got Arsenal's Young Player of the Year or something. Yeah,
yes,
and this is why I sit there, right, and I go, you haven't seen Merce play, but they see his opinions on Sky Sports and they cuss him. Bro, that guy's one of the best fucking players I've ever seen. He was sick. Yeah,
it's
but then
like you should be old enough to take the criticism.
This guy and this guy to this guy. And it's like Paul Merson was drugged up, drunk up, and gambling up. Man was sitting up all night gambling, watching fucking ping pong, fucking and all of this. Then he was like, "Fucking hell, I got a game in 2 hours. Oh, let's do a line and do a bit of drink, and then we'll go and play a game." He was fucking unbelievable, mate.
It's like the thing you mentioned a good comment the other day about you shouldn't be. It was something about your ability of age. Like Messi at 19 years old scores that goal against in it for Barcelona. Ronaldo at 20 or 21, the Brazilian Ronaldo wins a Ballon d'Or. Look at what Phil Foden
won a Ballon d'Or at 21.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if you're old enough to play, you should be old enough to represent the number on the back of the shirt, in my opinion. Nippin's got a good super chat there as well. I just see it a second ago.
I'll come to that in a sec. Big up to Tony Rolfe, man. Subscribe. Tone, start uploading videos. I weren't going to say it. I'm not going to call you that, my friend. Yeah. Start uploading videos. 6 months. I looked the other day. 6 months. You haven't uploaded a video. Upload more, man.
I'm going to go and subscribe to him now.
Yeah, go and subscribe to SW6, man. Tony knows his stuff. He is the Chelsea version of Jez.
That's the best way. SW6 Blues Pride of London.
He knows his shit, man. Like home and away, 40 years, mate. Yeah, big up to him, man. He was my boss when Roman Abramovich took over. Fucking. This is why I know so much about Chelsea, because of him. Because I had it in my fucking ears every day for about 10, 15 years. Oh, Chelsea, world domination. Oh, world domination, geez. World domination. He fucking weren't lying, though, was he? Big up to you, Tone. Merry Christmas to you and your family, bro. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're good. Big up to everyone watching. We're going to wrap this up shortly, yeah? 5-6 minutes or so. Question for you both. Of Dharma Traore or Harvey Barnes? The juiced up Iwobi is dog shit, mate. It's a Harvey Barnes.
It's not even a question, is it? Harvey Barnes all day long. Juiced up Iwobi. He's like Dwayne Johnson playing football. It's the only way to describe it. The guy's absolutely wham. He's like built like a brick, but his end product is just dead. It's just
an Olympic sprinter, bruv. That's it. It's fucking useless. Barcelona don't let go of many good players. Yeah, Barcelona fucked him off early, mate. Yeah, when he was in their academy, he was dribbling around everyone in their academy. It's like, where's your dribbling ability gone, mate? 'Cause you ain't got it anymore. Oh, because you're not dribbling around fucking 14-year-olds that are half the size of you anymore. Yeah, you're now dribbling around fucking big adults. Yeah, that's why he puts baby oil over his arms so you can't grab him. Yeah, okay, just body him and you'll bounce off him, off balance, and then you do him. Bruv, the guy's dog shit. Juiced up Alex Iwobi, bruv. Alex Iwobi
off the bench, he could be a threat because of the pace. That's it. But
yeah, 20 minutes to go. Yeah, fucking 1-1, 2-1 down in the game, 2-1 up. Yeah, get him on the counter attack. Yeah, then yeah, cool. He is fucking useless, mate. Yeah, and I'll tell you another one, Saint Maximin. I watched him against Liverpool.
I think he's a good player.
He's dog shit. He's technically unbelievable. Do you know what that guy is? FIFA Street. Yeah, he's a FIFA Street player. All the skill, all the gear, no idea. Yeah. Kick and run. Oh, I'll stand you up and I'll dribble past and I'll kick and I'll go past you and I'll do this and I'll do that. Yeah. And then I'll pass it 10 yards behind the player and Callum Wilson's looking at him going, what the fuck are you doing?
He does, but like that comment there is right. He does play in a bad team. I think if you put him in
irrelevant. That's irrelevant. That is absolutely fucking irrelevant what team he plays in. Yeah. Jack Grealish played in a bad team. He got him promoted and then dragged him to stay in the Premier League. Yeah. Now he's playing for Man City. That's irrelevant. Matt Letizia played in a team that was fighting relegation every season and was head and shoulders one of the best players I've ever seen.
He was different. He's penalty record.
David Ginola played in bad teams. Yeah, Newcastle days. Newcastle were good, but he played for Villa and Tottenham. Yeah, and he was again one of the best footballers I've seen. Yeah, so like people say, oh, bad team. Alan Shearer. Yeah, Alan Shearer. Newcastle weren't the most amazing team in the world. The guy's the Premier League's all-time top goal scorer.
Yeah, one of the best finishers as well.
Yeah, mate, he's the best striker this country's ever seen. People don't like to say that because he's Alan Shearer and he had a boring celebration with his one arm. Yeah, But he is one. Well, he is the best striker England have ever produced. His goal output is a disgrace. Like it's mad. Yeah, it's mad. Nobody's going to beat that unless Harry Kane stays fit for the next 4 or 5 years.
I don't.
Yeah, if he don't stay fit or go to City, he ain't beating it.
Yeah, I don't think
he's the only one I feel that can get it. Yeah, because Rooney, Henry, Aguero, I was like, you're all amazing players. Yeah, right. But you ain't getting it. Harry Kane plays in a dog shit team. Again, another one. Yeah, Harry Kane. Harry Kane plays in a shit team. You are shit. Let's be real. You admit you're shit, right?
Yeah, like
you're more gas now because you've got a proper manager, but you have been shit. Yeah, like you've had moments and you've got to finals and semi-finals and that. But over the course of the grand scheme of things, Harry Kane is better than Tottenham. Like if he could play, well, actually, let me rephrase that. So I don't want to be
he could play for a bigger club.
Play for a better club than Tottenham.
Yeah,
yeah, and that is because he is a quality player, not just finisher, not just goal output, but a player. He can play, man. That guy's so sick; it is unbelievable. And this is the thing, like, you know, people just look at it and like, it's not a diss to this guy that said fucking he's in a shit team, bro. It doesn't matter. Maradona fucking won single-handedly, dragged Napoli to 2 titles.
Yeah, one of the best players the world has ever seen. Literally
went to Napoli, and I think they finished 6th the first part of that season that he was there, or the first season. After that, title. Yeah, because quality players elevate you. They bring up the quality shines week in, week out. Saint Maximin, Alex Iwobi, and Adama Traore have all got pretty much similar output because they're all fucking bang average, mate. If that. If Adama and Saint Maximin didn't have pace, they wouldn't be in the Premier League.
Yeah, similar to that. I mean, let's try and hit 300 likes. We are 50 away. We should be easy. There's 530 odd in here.
Come on. I'll give you another couple of examples. Yeah. Adel Taarabt.
He played for Tottenham, believe it or not. He come from our academy. Was it?
Yeah. All the ability in the world. Yeah, all the ability in the world.
Ben Arthur as well. Do you remember
Ben Arthur, another one. That's who I was going to come to next. Ben Arthur. Yeah. But these are, who's the other one? Balassi.
Yeah.
Another one. All the technical ability in the world. You're FIFA Street players, mate. You're not footballers. Yeah, you've got all the skill. You've got all the fucking things you need to ghost past a player and sit a player down. And when they jink past 3 and 4 and then you bang it in, it looks great. You're doing it once a year. Yeah, where are you next week? And the week after? And the week after?
Someone said Son Heung-min. Now you're taking the piss.
No, Son's... Yeah, but I get what he said. No, Son's sick. Yeah, Son's sick. But no, I think he means that in a good way. Like that Son is a quality player that's doing it for Tottenham pretty much week in, week out, the same as Kane.
Season after season.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, no, I just look at some of these players and I think, yeah, some of you are fucking great. Like some of you are great technically. They're great on the eye. They're great on the FIFA kids that have got 5-star skills. Yeah, Ravel Morrison. There's another one. Yeah,
the best player Alex Ferguson said he's ever coached.
There you go.
Before his injuries, not before he
got attitude and fucking went off the rails.
Yeah,
yeah, and this is the thing. There's loads of these players like this. Yeah, and this ain't a diss to them because they've got mad technical ability. Yeah, but mad technical ability. Why are these people that do these? I'll give an example. Billy Wingrove and the other lad whose name I can't remember.
Jeremy Lynch.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, Jeremy Lynch. That Charisma. There's another one that do these all the skills and all that. Why aren't they pro football players? Because it's all well and good doing all the skills and having all the tech and banging and flicking it up, 2 balls on your neck and all that, flicking them up and volleying them. Yeah, can you actually play football? Can you ghost past someone? Can you hold a big centre back off? Can you drop a shoulder, jink round him and slap it in? No, you can't. So it's all well and good having all the tech, and these players will always sneak through and get in, and some of them will look great. Yeah, that's why I like players like
Jeremy Lynch was playing for us at one point.
Well, apparently,
I think he was. Yeah, well, I don't know how legit it is.
Apparently, but I think that got put to bed on a podcast, mate. Yeah, because he reckons that he was in the. He reckons he was in the youth setup in the Invincible season, I think. And Francis Mwamba, who played for us.
He's the one who had the heart attack on the pitch.
Yeah, he was in the same year. Yeah, in the academy. He said, "No, I've never heard of him, mate. No, I don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah,
he reckoned that Wenger said he was the most technically gifted footballer he's ever seen. And this isn't the invincible era. Like, turn it in. Like, listen, you got to give him props, mate. Yeah, he's a fucking chancer. Yeah, and he's a joker. I'll give him props. Yeah, he's fucking doing all right for himself. I don't knock people that are doing well for themselves, man. But fucking turn it in. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, but yeah, Fabrice Mwamba was like, nah, mate, nah, he weren't there. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Yeah, he did properly embarrass it. I think that was I can't remember what podcast it was on, but yeah, this is the thing. It's like, when I look at some of these players now, this is why I like players like Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez is built like me. He's like that. He's a twig. He's 5'10", 5'11", pretty much same height as me. Yeah, and he probably weighs less than me. But that guy, his legs are skinnier than mine, and that's some doing, bro. Because my legs are like, literally, when they're tanned, they look like twiglets. Yeah, you know, the crisps. Yeah, yeah. So it's like, when I look at players like him, I'm like, you could literally get snapped in half if a big centre back just comes and but they can't get near him. Yeah, and it's not because he's rapidly quick. Yeah, he's got great feet, but he's fully in control of what he's doing. When I watch these players like Saint Maximin, Adama, and fucking Iwobi, mad technically good, but they're not in control of what they're doing. Yeah, Ben Arthur probably was, to be fair, but nowhere near Mahrez level. But Ben Arthur just had a shit attitude. But when I look at Adama Traore, he looks great. Oh, it's great. Look at him. He's burst past fucking. Oh, he's left in for dead. Saint Maximin does a little skill move, rainbow flicks, bosh, gone. But he's not fully in control of that ball.
You want to say him like that, like JJ Okocha?
No, JJ Okocha was different. Like, because I think JJ Okocha could play now and would look sick, and he would get goals, and he would be a top player. And that is another one that played in a shit team. He played for Bolton. Yeah, but he was Bolton's best player. Yeah, he was Bolton's fucking best player every single time he played. Yeah, because he's a good footballer. When I see these players like Saint Maximin and Adama and that, it's like, yeah, you might have all the tech, but you don't do it every week. I'll tell you who's better than Adama Traore at Wolves, yeah? Fucking loads of them. Ruben Neves, clear. Their best player, I'm telling you right now, yeah, Wolves' best player is Pedro Neto.
Facts. And
yeah, that geezer is fucking unreal. Yeah, that is the type of baller I like. Yeah, he's fucking quick, technically unbelievable, left foot, right foot, scores goals, tracks back, works his fucking nuts off. Yeah, and has the eye for a pass as well. Saint Maximin can't do that. Adama Traore ain't doing that. But both of them are quicker and probably more technical with their skills. Yeah, but I'll tell you who's going to go further, Pedro Neto, because Pedro Neto will play for a fucking top team.
They said the same about they said that Neto was going to be Diego Jota's replacement, and when Jota was at Wolves, he was unbelievable. Now look, he's doing at Liverpool. Now he's gone to Liverpool and he's doing the bits. You know, scored a great goal against us. But there's like there's a lot of players like this that have like these moments. Like Nani never really got to his full potential because Ronaldo was there. Nani was a very techie player as well. But, you know, some of these things come off, some of them don't, and this thing happens for a reason. But, you know, there's players like this every year. There was the only one that they thought is getting better is Vinicius Jr. Everyone was like, oh, here you go. He's trying to bring the Ronaldinho style and play back. But the guy is ridiculous.
He's got a lot better this season under Ancelotti. 100%. He's
end product. But that's down to coaching. Zidane was there and he was like, do you know what? Okay, we've got bigger fish to fry. You know, Ancelotti's gone, right, you're my star boy. You're my star boy. I'm going to build the team around you. You know, when Modric and Kroos are gone, you're still going to be here performing and getting towards your peak. Let's build the team around him. And that's why he's now got 150 million release goals or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's mad. See, Rickon knows. Gunnar wanted Jota ages ago. I've rated Jota for time. The only reason they let Jota go is because they got Pedro Neto. That's the only reason, because Neto was knocking on the door, and you can't ignore him, man. Nuno was like, yo, you're too sick not to play, bruv. Yeah, we'll take the 40 for him. We'll play you. And then he got that nasty injury. And I think he's due back soon. And somebody put in the chat as well, yeah, when he comes back, yeah, right, watch. Wolves will start flying up that table. Yeah, Podence is another good player as well. He is good. Yeah, they've got some sick players, mate. Right, but they'll start flying up the fucking table. The only reason they sold Jota is because Neto was too good to sit on the bench. He's fucking sick.
And they got quite a lot of money. Didn't they get like 45 million?
40 mil, 38 mil. Yeah. February is back apparently. Listen, we are going to wrap this up because I was going to do an hour and we've done an hour and 25 and it's 20 to midnight my time. But big up to everybody who has watched. I know we were streaming at the same time as the Big Six, so appreciate everyone who did watch. Yeah, and big up to the Big Six as well. Yeah, big up to all the lads over there, man. Toby, Matisse, Saeed, Big Steve, Turkish, and Grizz. Yeah, how could I miss Grizz? Daddy Grizz. Yeah, my Daddy Grizz. I love Daddy Grizz. So yeah, so big up to all of them, man. Make sure you go and check their channel out, and make sure you check Henry Wright TV out. The link is in the title. So click on it. It takes you straight there right now. It won't leave the stream. Also, there's not even 300 likes on this video, man. And we've got over 500 still here. So listen, everyone slap the likes up, and all have a wonderful Christmas with your families, whatever it is you're doing. I will be streaming again tomorrow as normal. I'm with Rants tomorrow as well on his Twitch channel, but I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm also streaming on Christmas Day as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It's just another day to me, but I will be streaming. So I'll be doing an hour-long show on there. I'm going to get a few people on as well. Maybe some of you in the chat can come on, because I know a lot of you don't celebrate Christmas due to different faiths and backgrounds and that. So it's just another day to you guys as well. So yeah, Henry, what you got coming up?
So obviously we got Palace on Boxing Day. So I'll do some sort of reaction stream for that. I don't think I'll do a preview. I can't find a Palace fan to come on. And then obviously Monday we're back on my channel, 7, 8 p.m. You guys play on Tuesday, didn't you?
Yeah.
So we can, so do we. So we can do like some sort of reaction / preview for that. And then we're back on your channel on the Thursday. Then we've got the League Cup to look forward to. So like channels, the content's going to be coming on channel.
Coming, man.
A lot more. Yeah, Arsenal next month as well. I mean, I've just clocked as well. You got City and all next month. So you got
1st of January, bro.
Ooh, and Happy New Year. You've been slapped by City.
Yeah, 1st of January, back to reality. This is why I don't jump up and down like a fucking prat. Like, these people are knee sliding around their living rooms, like fucking giving it the Bertie. Bro, Man City New Year's Day. Good luck. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Then we've got Liverpool 4 days later or 5 days later if they change it to the Wednesday in the League Cup. Hopefully we beat them. I think we probably will in the League Cup, as we said all the way through this. Yeah, then we got Nottingham Forest away. Last time we played Forest away in the FA Cup, we lost. I was there. Yeah, we got fucking slapped. I think Alex Iwobi, funny enough, who I've been slagging off, I was like, Alex Iwobi and Reece Nelson. Yeah, I did on my fan card. I'm sure I said at the end, Alex Iwobi and Reece Nelson, you can come off holding your head up by the rest of them, you fucking pricks. Yeah, and I walked off. Yeah, and then after that, we got you. So, yeah, people, the 4-2, mate, Forest goals that day. They scored 2 bangers that day, but we were shit. Yeah, and their stadium's fucking dog shit. I'm sorry, I love Forest. Yeah, I really do like Forest as a football club, right? And Brian Clough and Roy Keane and all of them days, yeah, right. But their stadium for the away fans on that is a fucking disgrace. Yeah, we could hardly see the fucking other end because the overhang, we're like that, we're all crouching like that. It was like
and you're like jumping on people's backs.
Well, I was saying that I did see every one of their fucking goals because they were right in front of me. But yeah, so yeah, we've got loads of stuff coming up. People, make sure you're subscribing to me, to Henry. Subscribe to everyone else in the chat who's got channels as well, people. Come on, Del Boy's got a channel. Make sure you subscribe to him.
We're still not 300.
Has got a channel. Subscribe to him. Type that in. Yeah, he plays a few games in that. Big Josh has got a channel. Subscribe to him. Who else have I forgotten? Gracie as well. In fact, I'm gonna give you this link because this girl don't get enough views, man. Like, you lot are not supporting her, and you support her in the chat. So go and support her on this. Yeah. Where is she? Gracie May. Arsenal. Go and give this girl some love on this platform, people. Yeah, she knows her stuff. All of her family tree is Arsenal. Yeah, proper knowledgeable girl on football. So go and subscribe to her as well. That's in the chat. Who else is there? Man has a channel. Go on, quickly put your channels in. I'll shout them all out quick. Real Tom Football Watchalongs. Type that in. Go do it now. Subscribe to him. Big up to you. Big up to Daniel Hartley. Come on, Forest out all day long. Keep subscribing. Keep liking. Are you watching the Lakers game later?
We're probably going to lose, so probably not. I think we've got the Sacramento Kings. No, we haven't. We've actually got the Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs. We're going to lose that. But if anyone's a basketball fan, but yeah, that's the target. 300 likes before we go. We are on. Did
you say you support the San Antonio Spurs, or are you going to lose?
No, I support the Lakers.
Oh, so Spurs might actually win something then.
Yeah.
You walked straight into that one, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Del Boy Gunner's been saying thoughts on Matt Doherty the whole evening. I didn't think he had a bad game last night.
It's not Doherty, it's Doherty.
Doherty, then.
I've been reliably informed of that, by the way, as well.
Matt Doherty, sorry.
Doherty, and he's a gooner.
Yeah, all right, okay, just put it in there. I mean, yeah, he
Yeah,
didn't have a bad game, to be honest, yesterday, but I just don't think that his future lies at Tottenham. When we got him from Wolves, he was a very, very good right back there, and he's come to us, and it's kind of like it was a Nuno signing. Come here, and I was excited. I was like, yes, we're going to get a right back who can contribute, and then he's just kind of gone a bit hit and miss, really.
mm.
If I'm trying to be
Yeah,
fair and
man.
put it down the middle.
Yeah, he's better in the back five, so Conte could get something out of him now. So, yeah, there you go. DVS plays FIFA, so go and check him out. Real Tom has a channel. Gracie's channel, go and subscribe to her. That's in the chat. Listen, that girl had 2 people watching her live the other day. You lot show her mad love in the chat and on fan cams. Come on, man. Help these people out. It's all about showing love. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, big up to Chelsea SW6, Tony Rolfe, friend of mine, ex-manager of mine, fucking Chelsea scumbag, but he knows his shit. No, you know, I love you, Tone. I do love you, mate. Merry Christmas, man, honestly. And he knows his shit. You need to start uploading more videos, though, real talk. And big up to Chike. Nice haircut. Thank you very much. We've had a bit of a shape up. We've had a bit of a tidy up. We've had the eyebrows did, the hair did, and now, no, I don't get my nails done. I don't have the manicure and pedicure. I don't go that deep with it. But yeah, we will slap you first day 7-0. I think Mane and Salah are leaving for the AFCON, which makes Arsenal major favourites. You probably will slap us, mate, if I'm honest. But listen, I'm on loan to Man City, so I love my Mahrez shot and against trigger all the little idiots in my chat who come and cry. Oh, look at him. He's got a Man City player on his shirt. Yeah, cry. But listen, big up to all of you. We're going, man. We're out of here. And have a wonderful Christmas, people. Even if you don't celebrate, just enjoy the time with your families and that, man. It's been a shit year for a lot of us, isn't it?
Let me just one more thing. Antonio.
Oh, fuck off. We're out of here. I'll tell